Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Fraser Field for Northeastern Conference Baseball. Lynn English on their new coach, Dougie Mullins, looking to go 3-0. Winthrop on the other side, looking for their first win. Dax Billingsley on the mound for the Bulldogs. He'll face Dan Gillis, who's the opposing pitcher, and he's leading off for the Winthrop Vikings. Coaching third for Winthrop is Coach DeFelice, a name that's extremely well known, certainly in the North Shore, but throughout the state as well. Bobby DeFelice was an outstanding coach at Winthrop, moved on the college ranks. Frank DeFelice, again, great high school baseball coach with Bondalevich at Swampscott, moved on to be an assistant in the college ranks. And the third base coach is Bobby's son and Frank's nephew. Billings is looking for his second win of the season. In for strike. Joe Baglieri behind home plate. He's the director for Little League. He runs the Little League World Series. Waved at that pitch. Blocked by the catcher Rodriguez. Punches it, jammed him up in tight, and he went the other way with it. A little inside-out swing, just hit a little number down the first base line. First in Maine had made the play unassisted. So one up, one down. Mike Upton, DHing for the shortstop, Angelo Robertson, is the hitter. Hangs high for the ball. Low for a ball. One Winthrop fan over there behind the dugout. Few English fans braving this weather. It's unbelievable. It is extremely cold, hard to get loose, very difficult for the players, impossible for the fans. It's just been bitterly, bitterly cold. The sun came out for a while today. There were blue skies, and then all of a sudden, big black clouds came out over the ballpark. And every once in a while, the sun would pop back out, but it never really got warm, and the breeze picked up, and the wind was blowing, and it's just been, this is not even weather for football. And that's ball four. So Upton's the first base runner drawing a walk. Jake Adamson, the second baseman, will be the hitter. Throws right, bats left. Up and in for a ball. It awful difficult for the players in this weather. You can't bundle up. You can't wear two jackets and an overcoat. You can't wear gloves because you have to throw the ball. You have to find some way of keeping those hands warm so you can make throws and make plays when you have to. So not easy. The runner takes off. The ball's hit in the air to center field. Hustling back to first is Upton. Julio Figueroa made the play out in center field. So they had a runner going with the hit and run. Has to scurry back to first. Tyler Mignosa, the left fielder, is the hitter with 2 outs and a runner at first. High for a ball. Up and away for a ball. They throw over. The runner is only like a step off the bag. Hit foul to the backstop. Chase that high pitch. Catcher Miles Albert is the on-deck hitter. Upton, the runner at first, having drawn a 1-out walk. He's 2 outs now. And that one goes to the backstop. So the wild pitch puts a runner in scoring position for the Vikings. Waves at the pitch that broke down and away. Waves another one for strike 3. So the walk doesn't hurt. Winthrop gets a runner as far as second base. He's stranded there. As Billingsley gets a strikeout to end the inning. For English, it'll be Wilbur Rosario, the second baseman, leading off. Jamal Moretta, the shortstop, bats second. Batting third and playing first base, Preston Maynard. The third baseman, Billy Allen, will hit in the cleanup spot. Batting fifth and playing left field, Anderson Figueroa. Catching and batting sixth, Alex Rodriguez. Eric Ubry, the right fielder, will bat number 7. Playing center field and batting eighth, Julio Figueroa. Rafi Rosado will DH for the pitcher, Dax Billingsley. Dan Gillis will start his inning of work on the mound for the Vikings. We mentioned they're looking for their first win. Just a miserable day at the ballpark. Very cold, overcast. And we're on the downside of April. We had better days in January and February. We mentioned English trying to make it 3 in a row to start the season for their new coach, Dougie Mullins. Their old coach, Joe Caponegro, was here before this. Glasgow played Swampscott. Joe Caponegro signed on as an assistant coach for Swampscott. Of course, his kids, his daughter, outstanding soccer player at Swampscott, and his son is now a freshman at Swampscott. So Wilbur Rosario will get set to step in, and we'll get set to start the bottom of the first inning. So 2 number ones. The pitcher is number 1. The hitter is number 1. Stands right up on top of the plate. Wide for a ball. Nice stop by the catcher, Albert. 2-0 to Rosario. And it goes to 3-0. Well, a little bit of a sprinkling of fans for English side. 4 on the Winthrop side. They braved the weather to come over and watch this one. On 4 pitches, Rosario draws a walk. Jamar Moretta, the shortstop, will be the hitter. Quick toss over, diving back is Rosario. Takes off, throw down, not close. It skips out into center field. He'll scoot over to third, and he gets by the center fielder, and he's going to keep on going. So he steals second. The errant throw in the center field gets him there, and the error in the outfield. So he manufactures the first run. 2 errors on 1 play. He threw it in the center field. He took off for third, and when it skipped through the wickets of the center fielder, he came around to score. Can't get any quicker than that, jumping out in front. 1 hit or 1 run. Waves at that pitch. hit right back to the pitcher. Hit it sharply. Gillis went down right at his shoe tops and speared it. And he throws Moretta out. One away for Bristol Maynard, the first baseman. Hitting from the left side. Dropped in for a strike. They swing well around to the right side for the left-hand hitter Maynard. Popped up. Second baseman, a couple of steps to his right. In on the hands, he popped it up. 2 away for Billy Allen, the third baseman. Now they change up and pull all the way around to the left side for Billy Allen. Drops in for a strike. Allen is the third baseman. Hit foul to the backstop. Quickly 2 strikes. Hits it into the seats right over the Winthrop dugout. Hits it foul again off to the right side. That one bounced. Reaches again, hits it off the screen. On the inside corner, strike 3, good pitch by Gillis. So he, little bad luck, he walked, stolen base, 2 errors on the play. Rosario comes around to score, and English grabs the lead. We played an inning here at Frazier Field. English leading Winthrop 1-0. Miles Albert, the catcher, will lead off the second inning for the Winthrop Vikings as they find themselves now trailing 1-0. A walk, stolen base, a throwing error, and an error in the outfield on the same play brought the run all the way around from first. So English did it without a base hit. In for a strike. 5, 6, and 7 for Winthrop here in the top of the second inning. Punch to the right side. Billingsley actually lost it. He bobbled it. When he bobbled it, he pushed it right to Maynard at first base. I guess if you're going to not field it, that's the best way to not field it. He bobbled it, looked like he misplayed it, and when he pushed it, It was down the line. He pushed it right to Maynard at first base. So sometimes you'd rather be lucky than good. Brian Buccini, the right fielder, takes a strike. Looked like that was going to be an error and a base runner. Instead, it wound up deflecting right over to Maynard at first base. Line in the left center field for a base hit. Buccini gets the first hit for Winthrop, their second base runner. And Sid Albert, the first baseman, will be the hitter. Right back to the pitcher. Easy double play. Made to order. Nice turn in the middle by Moretta, the shortstop, but you can't ask for a better play than that. When Billingsley fielded the ball, the hitter was not out of the batter's box. So it goes 1-6-3. So they get a base hit, but they only send 3 hitters to the plate. And in the bottom of the second, it would be the same as it was for Winthrop, 5, 6, and 7. Anderson Figueroa, Alex Rodriguez, Eric Ubry, or Ubry. Dan Gillis will start his second inning of work. Winthrop, one of the smaller schools in the conference, but they play everybody. They don't back away from anybody. Some of the schools, when they said they split north and south, say you cross over, there was teams that said, nah, we're not going to cross, we're not going to play them, we're not going to play them. Winthrop just said, we'll play anybody. And they've just done a nice job refurbishing their baseball field, putting turf in a football field. I think Beverly might be the last bastion that hasn't put turf in their field and still plays afternoon games at home. Anderson Figueroa, the left fielder, will be the hitter. Checked his swing, started swing held up. Pitch missed for a ball. Solid shot right through the wickets at shortstop. Third error in the ball game. Solid shot by Figueroa, but right at the shortstop. Hit hard enough that he had plenty of time. It just went right through the wickets. Alex Figueroa, the catcher. Alex Rodriguez, the catcher, will be the hitter. Figueroa is the runner at first. Waved at the pitch. They take off. Safe at second base. Rodriguez chased the pitch and was down and away trying to protect the runner. Line shot foul. He pulled that one well foul, way out in front. So the second getting back standing up is Figueroa. Eagles leading at 1-0. They got an error and a stolen base. It's put a runner at second with nobody out. High for a ball. Waved at that off-speed pitch. Good pitch by Gillis. Had Rodriguez off balance. Second strikeout for Gillis. Eric Ubri, the right fielder, will be the hitter. Curveball breaks on the outside corner for a strike. And that wind just doesn't want to go away. Every time you think it stopped, might warm up a little bit, then the wind picks up and it gets ice cold again. Chop to third base. Nice play by the third baseman. Hubert wasn't hit that hard. He had to go get it, make the long throw. So 2 away. Julio Figueroa, the center fielder, will be the hitter. Gillis steps off. Figueroa steps out. We got Figueroa in left, Figueroa in center. I'm guessing they're related. Not necessarily. They stopped by the catcher elbow on a pitch down and away. Pop fouls down the right side past first base. Got that down around the handle. Inside pitch. Sliced it the other way. Thought about it, didn't pull the trigger, it broke down and away. Juice is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in inning number 2. Low for a ball. Hit. Second baseman almost kind of ducked out of the way. He moved over near the second base bag. He was just going to take a couple of steps to get back in position. That shot was hit right to his glove side. It exploded right up into his chest. He made the play. So good job by Adamson. Figueroa hit it hard, but it's a 4-3 out. English is down in the second. We played 2 full in this Northeastern Conference battle. English leading Winthrop 1-0 at the end of 2. 8-9-1 for Winthrop as we start the third inning. Dan O'Neill, the center fielder, will lead off against Dax Billingsley, starting his third inning of work. Winthrop has a 1-out walk in the first and went out walking the second. The walk made it the second, got stranded there. The single was wiped out on the 1-6-3 double play. Waves at that pitch for strike one. Way out in front of that pitch. Chases another pitch. That was up and away. Well, it's an error on the throw. What a great play. You hate to give him an error on that play. Moretta made a great play. Going to his left, he had it. And the throw was there in plenty of time, but it drew Maynard off the bag. First error by the Bulldogs. Bobby Hubert, the third baseman, is the hitter. High for a ball. So it looked like a base hit going up the middle. Moretta made a great play to get to the ball. Threw a rifle shot over and couldn't stay on the bag. If he stayed on the bag, the throw would have gone away. Pitch is high for a ball. Allen from third. Maynard from first charging. Swing and a miss. So I guess they took the bunt off. Allen is still kind of shallow at third base. Squared again, threw it down the way. Nice job by Rodriguez to go get that one. It's it high in the air. Maynard in foul territory. Right in the first base coach's box. Makes the play. So one away. Top of the order. Dan Gillis, the pitcher. He got a pitch in on the hands and just tapped a little slow roller down the first baseline that Maynard fielded unassisted. The runner takes off. He got a great pitch to run on. So the tying run at second base with one out for the Vikings. Here in the top of the third. Nice stop again by Rodriguez. Trying to hold the runner close. Billingsley is very deliberate. He's not in any big hurry. Down away for a ball. On the corner for a strike. And that's ball 4. Second walk given up. The other walk is in the batter's box. Mike Upton walked in the first inning. Got the second on a wild pitch and got stranded there. Up for the second time against Billingsley. A little off-speed curveball just floated in for a strike. Hit hard to third. Second for 1. Nice pick at first base by Maynard to get the 5-4-3 double play. Second double play in 2 innings. Great play at first base. Maynard just flipped the glove, made the pick, polished off the 5-4-3. Winthrop threatens with 2 on with an error and a walk. But they come up empty thanks to the 5-4-3 double play. Hit solidly right to third base. I thought Allen might look to tag third and go to first, but he went to second, made the right choice. And for English, it'll be 9-1-2 in the bottom of the third inning. Rafi Rosado, the DH, hitting for the pitcher. Back to the top of the order, Wilbur Rosario and Jomar Moretta. One nothing the Bulldogs. They got a run without a hit. The first hitter walked, stole second. When the throw went into the outfield, he went to third. When the throw went through the wickets in center field, he kept going and came around and scored. And 1 hit or 1 run, and that's it so far. Winthrop's had 4 base runners, a walk in the first, a hit in the second, a walk and an error in the third, and 2 of those 4 base runners have been wiped out with double plays. Well, Rosado, the DH, steps in against Gillis. In for a strike. Just wide for a ball, 1-1. In for a strike. Quickly 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Chop to first base. Big hop for the first baseman. Sid Albert will make the play himself. One up, 1 down. And here's the difference in the game. Wilbur Rosario, he's the one that drew the walk. Stole second. And with 2 errors on the play, the throw into the outfield and the ball getting away from the center fielder, he came around to score. And that's where we are, 1-0 English. Pop foul back and out of play. Down and away for a ball. Right back to the mound. Gillis will make his second play of the game. 2 up, 2 down. Jamal Moretta, he bounced to the pitcher, his first trip. In for a strike. Right to the first baseman. He chased that pitch that was just off the plate, went the other way with it, and lined it right to the first baseman. So Sid Albert has a pretty good inning. He makes all 3 putouts. A 1-2-3 inning for Gillis and the Vikings. And after 3 complete here at Frazier Field, English holding on to that skinny 1-0 lead over Winthrop. Jake Adamson, the second baseman, leads it off. He flied to center field as 1 trip. Into right field. Good effort by Rosario, the second baseman. Slapped into right field by Adamson for a base hit. Second hit for Winthrop. Second inning in a row, they've had the leadoff hitter on base. Tyler Mignosa, the left fielder, struck out swinging his 1 trip. Billy Allen is shotting up at third base. Mignosa swings and misses. They could bunt, but with the cleanup hitter, you probably figured they're not going to bunt. Nice stop by Rodriguez. Keeps the runner at first base. Throw over, diving back is Adamson. Chop to third. Allen only has 1 play. His momentum was taking him towards the plate, so he had no chance for a play at second. He did the right thing, got the out. So Winthrop again has the tying run at second base. Miles Albert bounced in a 1-6-3 double play. Takes the off-speed curveball for a strike. He hit the ball hard, one bounce to Billingsley. Got it quickly to the shortstop and turned a perfectly executed 1-6-3. Thought about it, held up as the pitch broke down and away. Hit in the air to center field. Figueroa gets a good jump. Got there, made it look easy. Albert hit it well. But Figueroa got a good jump, get over it towards left center field and made the play. Ryan Buccini had the only base hit go into this inning before Adamson got the leadoff hit. So he's 1 for 1. Way off balance there. Allen giving chase, makes the play. Nice job, he stayed with it. So the leadoff hitter gets to second base yet again. Winthrop leaves another runner in scoring position. And we're moving to the bottom of the fourth with English still holding on to that very skinny 1-0 lead. It'll be the heart of the order for the Bulldogs. 3, 4, and 5. Briston Maynard, Billy Allen, Anderson Figueroa. To face Dan Gillis, who hasn't given up a hit, but has given up a run. 2 big errors cost him. He was involved himself giving the walk, but the 2 big errors cost him dearly. It got English on the board. 2 errors on 1 play. So Gillis will start his 4th inning of work. Maynard popped up. He jammed him, he got it in on the hands, and he popped it up to the second baseman. Well underway here on TV 15, Comcast, and 36 Verizon for baseball and softball. Time flies when you're having fun. I'm still wondering where the football season went. And we went through basketball and hockey. We've had very nice seasons for the Lynn teams. Basketball and hockey, 8 of 11 teams made the tournament, played very well. St. Mary's boys, a game away from going to the Garden for the 2nd straight year. 2 away from going to the state final for the 3rd year in a row. Wide for a ball to the Bulldog first baseman. Solid shot, but he got out in front of it and hit it foul. First base coach just saw his life pass in front of him. And Off-speed pitch drops in for a strike. Good pitch by Gillis. He's got him off balance a little bit, changing speeds, moving the ball around. Hit hard past first base, foul. Golfs that one to right field. Down that bullpen area, foul. They swing way around to right field for Maynard. Off-speed pitch on the outside corner. What a nice pitch by Gillis. Catches Maynard looking. Third strikeout for Gillis. Billy Allen was called on strikes, his one trip. Hit to third. Bobbled, and they hold on. Allen will reach on the error. Fourth error by Winthrop. The third one, when Gillis had a 1-2-3 inning, is the only inning that Winthrop didn't make an error. So Allen, the runner at first, let's see what they do with him. Anderson Figueroa reached on an error. Hit a hard shot right at the shortstop and went right through the wickets. Billy Allen diving back. Got a decent lead at first base. Hit to third. They get one at second base. So Figueroa changes places with Allen at first base. Alex Rodriguez, the catcher, is the hitter. He struck out swinging. Quick throw down to first. Getting back is Figueroa. It's straight up in the air. Short right field, the right fielder coming on. Can't make the play. He never touched it. It's going to be a base hit. I don't know if he lost it. Looked at the second baseman, looked maybe for a collision, but it didn't touch anybody. Rodriguez will get a base hit. Second baseman calling for it. The last minute he stepped out of the way. That might have been the reason for that. Then the right fielder just took an extra step and it wound up falling behind him. Nobody touched it. It's a line drive in the box score. I'm looking over behind the center field fence. There's a host of young kids on their bicycles, a gaggle, I guess you'd say, of bicycles driving through Fraser Field and Manning Field. There's 8 or 10 of them over there. Eric Ubry. Runner at third almost went too far. They threw the ball back to the pitcher when Rodriguez took off for second base. And Figueroa almost went too far. So second and third now with 2 outs. Line to right center field by the center fielder. Solid shot, a double. And the error is going to cost him because English is going to get 2 runs. Ubry hit that a ton. So English has expanded that lead to 3-0 now. Julio Figueroa grounded out second and first. Hit the shot. They'll throw him out, but the damage is done. The error. They put Billy Allen on. Kept the inning alive. Or started the inning, so they actually put an extra hitter up. The runs will be unearned, but English will take them. They put 2 more on the board. The big double by Ubry bringing in the 2 runs. And English now leads it 3-0 over Winthrop at the end of 4. 7, 8, and 9 for Winthrop as we start the 5th inning. Dan Gillis from Winthrop deserves a better fate. The 1 run was 2 errors on 1 play, got the 1 run in. And now English gets 2. There was an error. And Rodriguez got credit for a base hit, but it was a pop-up into short right field. It fell between the right fielder and the second baseman, and they didn't make the play. A play that should have been made. Both those hitters should have been out. The inning is over. Instead, Ubry hits, and he whacks a double to the right center field for 2 runs. Hit right by the third base bag. In with a stand-up double. Sid Albert, the first baseman. A seeing eye. Shot right by the third base bag down into left field and one up in foul territory after it went by the bag. Dan O'Neill reached on an error and stole a base. That was followed by a walk, but then came up the 5-4-3 double play to get English out of the damage. Hangs inside for a ball. English had double plays in the second and the third. Hit into center field for a base hit. They hold the runner at third. So a double and a single. The bottom of the order, getting things started or trying to for Winthrop. Bobby Hubert popped to the first baseman, Maynard, in foul territory. Here's 1 trip. Let's see what Winthrop does with the runner at first and what English does if the runner goes. In for a strike. Swings and misses at that pitch. The off-speed curveball just broke outside. Hubert took a long look at that one. The 1-2 pitch up and coming. Drop foul behind home plate, and we'll do it again. The pitcher, Dan Gillis, and the top of the order on deck. Hit, right center field for a base hit. So the bottom of the order getting it done. They get Winthrop on the board. And that's going to bring a visit to the mound. And also gives Winthrop a chance to talk to their hitter. You would think that they would be bunting here, pushing the tying runs over to second and third, but we'll wait and see. Dan Gillis is the pitcher for Winthrop. He's the leadoff hitter. He bounced. Got a pitch in on the hands. He had a little check swing down the first base line that made it handle for the out. Last time up he walked, but it was eliminated on a 5-4-3 double play. So they had 2 hits coming into this inning. They've got 3 consecutive hits by the bottom 3 in the order. And you have to guess bunt here. As he squares away. And he watches the ball go over his head for ball 1. They're leaving Billy Allen to guard third base. He's not charging. They're going to let Billingsley take the third base side. Maynard coming very strong in from first base. High again, 2-0. They get the bunt down. Nice play by Maynard. He was charging right away. They push it a little too far, and Maynard gets to force at third. So it's still first and second, but now it's with 1 out. Mike Upton has walked and bounced into a 5-4-3 double play. Hit hard, but hit it right at Allen at third. Wide for a ball. Hit foul to the backstop. The count evens at 1. Billingsley trying to keep the runner close at second base. Nice stop by Rodriguez and a pitch down in the turf. And I have to say turf because everything is turf out there in the infield except the pitcher's mound, which is dirt, including foul territory. The only grass is out in the outfield. Hit in the air to left field. Drifting back over his head. The runner held. They send the runner home. And he's safe at the plate. He held up thinking the ball might be caught. Then he took off. Upton gets a base hit. An RBI. Gillis took over to third. Upton went to second on the throw to the plate. All of a sudden it's 3-2, and they have the tag run at third, the go-ahead run at second for Jake Adamson, who has flied to center and singled. Down and in for a ball. So he hit it. Left fielder going back. Figueroa looked like he might have a play in the ball. Kept going back. And finally, realizing the ball was going to drop, the runner was holding it second, took off. They sent him, and he just barely made it. Out at the plate. Allen to Rodriguez for the play. So now it's first and third. I'm not sure why the runner was going. It was hit. Allen had to come in towards home plate to field the ball. And Gillis tried to score from third. Tyler Mignosa struck out, grounded to third. Down away for a ball. Rodriguez has been busy this inning behind the plate. Hit in the air. Maynard, the first baseman, makes the play. But Winthrop sneaks back into this. They were down 3-0. They get two. They were threatening to tie it or take the lead. But English gets out of it in the top of the fifth. The bottom of the order getting it done. They got 4 hits in the inning. 7, 8, and 9 got 3 of them and scored the 2 runs. And we'll move into the bottom half of the fifth where it's now 3-2. English leading. And they'll have 9, 1, and 2. To face Dan Gillis, who's a little closer in the ballgame than he was before. Rafi Rosado, Wilbur Rosario, Jamar Moretta, the 3 hitters. On a bitterly cold day here at Frazier Field. And it's been that way every game so far. Hasn't been easy. As I mentioned before, awful tough for the players on the field to get loose. Got to find some way of keeping those hands warm. So if you're able to make a play if you have to. And you can't put them in your pockets, and you can't wear gloves, and can't wear extra clothing. You can wear the sweatshirt under the game shirt, but that's about it. And that makes it even worse. You go sit in the dugout between innings and try to stay warm again. Rafi Rosado bounced to the first baseman unassisted his one trip. He'll lead off the bottom of the fifth. English has 2 hits in the ball game. They get them back to back in the fourth. The big one, the 2 RBI double by Ubri that knocked the 2 runs in to make it 3-0. Winthrop has since cut it to 3-2. Hit foul to the backstop. Missy low for a ball. In for a strike. Way up and away for a ball. That's ball 4. So leadoff walk to start the bottom of the fifth. Second walk given up. First one cost him. The first one is in the batter's box. Rosario led off the bottom of the first with a walk, stole second, and when the ball got thrown to center field, he went to third. When it was bobbled by the center fielder, he just kept coming and scored the run. So now another leadoff walk. English is hoping it'll turn into another run. Hit foul. Rosario bounced to the pitcher his second time up. So he's 0 for 1 with a run scored. Rosario gets a very short lead at first base. I think Gillis forgot that there was a runner on. He was going to pitch from the full windup. He was facing home plate. I think he finally, it dawned on him, I have to pitch from the stretch. Just caught himself before he started with the full windup. Up and away for a ball. Down and away for a ball. Missing again. Rosado at first is getting a very short lead. He's not even getting that far off the bag when the pitch is thrown. Now gets back standing up as they throw over. popped up. It's playable if they can get to it. Nice running catch by the first baseman, Albert. Made a little basket catch right in front of the Winthrop dugout. So one away. We had action earlier in the day at Manning Field, lacrosse. I believe it was the Jets. Now we've got, I don't know if it's more lacrosse or track. People milling around over there now. Two great facilities in the city. The runner takes off. You got a great pitch to run on. Pitch way down and away. Albert had to go chase it to go get it. Moretta has bounced to the pitcher and lined to first base. High and tight for ball. In for a strike. I guess it's lacrosse practice over there. Probably St. Mary's girls. Good curveball by Gillis, dropped in for a strike. Wide for a ball. Hit in the center field for a base hit. The run will score. So a big hit by Moretta gives English a little more breathing room. Brings Coach DeFelice out to talk to his pitcher. So both times the leadoff walk comes around to score. So he's only walked two, but both walks cost him. Preston Maynard has popped to second and was called out on strikes. We're going to get some warm-up action for Winthrop. I think it's Cam Conway going down to loosen up. I'm not sure whether catching and throw, he mad at himself, I think. I don't know whether he thought there was nobody there. They got a shift on against Maynard. The shortstop is to the right side of second base. The third baseman is the only fielder between second and third base. Three infielders on the right side for Maynard. Center fielder, right fielder swung way around. You don't usually see this kind of shift on in high school. But he hits it to the right side. Second baseman will make the play. So the shift paid off. Moretta moves over to third. Billy Allen called out on strikes, reached on an error. Nice stop by the catcher. Albert kept it in front of him. Allen reached on the error, and it was big, even though he was out on a fielder's choice. They would have got out of the inning. If they made the play, the fielder's choice following the error would have been the third out. That was followed by a single and the double by Ubri, knocking in the 2 runs. That's the difference in the game right now. Solid shot to third, long throw across the diamond. They can't make the play. The errant throw, another error by Winthrop, is going to bring in another run. Hubert made the play. That's a long throw across the diamond. He threw it wide at first base. Second time Allen was reached on an error by the third baseman. 5 errors. Again, the only error, the third, but they made up for it by making 2 in the first. So they're averaging an error an inning. Anderson Figueroa reached on an error. He reached on the fielder's choice, and he was one of the 2 scoring on Ubri's 2-out double. Those runs were unearned. They stop again by Albert. So English gets the 2 back that Winthrop got in the top of this inning. They've got their 3-run cushion back. Solid shot by third base for a base hit. He got all of that one. Figueroa's on for the 3rd time. Allen stops at second. And the catcher, Alex Rodriguez, will be the hitter. He struck out and singled. His single kept the 4th inning alive, allowed Ubri to hit, and he hit the 2 RBI double. So that was the difference in the game coming into this inning. Popped up. Second baseman Anderson makes the call and makes the play. But English saw their lead cut to 1. Winthrop got 2 in the top of the 5th. English comes back and gets 2 in the bottom of the 5th. An RBI single by Moretta. After a walk, an error helps out. And it's now 5-2 English at the end of 5. Miles Albert, Ryan Buccini, Sid Albert, 5, 6, and 7 for Winthrop as we start the 6th inning. Winthrop got a little momentum back when they scored 2 in the 5th to cut the lead to 3-2. English answers. A walk and an error in the inning helped out. The RBI single by Moretta, and then he scored on an error. And for the 2nd time in the ball game, the leadoff walk given up by Winthrop scores. So Gillis has walked 2, and both of them scored, and both of them led off the inning, the 1st and the 5th. Hit foul to the backstop. Miles has bounced to the pitcher and flied to center field. Waves at that pitch that broke down and away. Billingsley got some help on that pitch. and away for a ball. Solid shot in the left field for a base hit. Last 4 innings, Winthrop has got the leadoff hitter on. Ryan Muccini is singled and popped to third. Billy Allen making that nice play, going way over, almost running into the fence in foul territory, making the play. Up and away for a ball. They throw it down, getting back easily is Albert. In for a strike. Hit back to the mound. Moretta does it again. Perfect in the middle. Great turn. Second time they've gone 1-6-3. Third double play in the game. Who's Moretta catches it at second? You're out at first. A rifle shot over to first. Colby Dassaw is hitting for Sid Albert. Hits it one hop to the second baseman. So the leadoff single doesn't hurt. It's wiped out on a double play, the third double play in 6 innings. Second, 1-6-3. Winthrop is out in the 6th. They're down their last 3 outs. Gillis will start his 6th inning of work. He's on the short end of a 5-2 game. Could be a lot different. 2 errors and 1 play in the first inning. Got English a run. An error extended the inning. Ruby was able to hit. Got a big 2 RBI double. Both runs were unearned. Murata got a big 2-out hit for an earned run. And then an infield error that would have been the 3rd out. Knocked in the 5th run. So 4 of the 5 runs are unearned. He's at numbers where he would very much be in the ball game. As I said, he's given up only one earned run. Walked 2, struck out 3, give up 4 hits. English has helped himself defensively with 3 double plays. Billingsley helping himself with 2 of those 1-6-3 double plays. Ruby grounded a third and doubled in 2. The 2 he doubled in, and now the difference in the game, English added 2 more, but that one's in for a strike. Hits it up the middle. Nice play by the shortstop Robertson. Play goes 6-3 for the first out in the 6th. Julio Figueroa has grounded a second, grounded a short. Curveball hangs high and breaks outside for a ball. I don't know if it's a practice or a clinic over at Manning Field for a whole bunch of people over there for lacrosse. Looks like younger kids. Down and away for a ball. And that's ball 4. Third walk given up by Gillis. Rafi Rosado drew one of those walks. Before this inning, Rosado drew the second of 2 walks that Gillis gave up. Both of them led off an inning, the 1st and the 5th. Both of them came around to score. Back at first is Figueroa. On the corner for a strike. Missing wide for a ball. That one drops in for a strike. Gillis has pitched well. But he can sue for non-support. 5 errors in the ball game by Winthrop. Strike 3, good pitch on the corner. Wilbur Rosario walked and scored, bounced to the pitcher, popped to the first baseman. He's 0 for 2 with a run scored. Missing down and away. Down and away again. Long look by Gillis, the 2-0 pitch. Hit the shot. They make the play at second. So here we go. 5-2 English at the end of 6. Winthrop down to the last 3 outs as we're starting the 7th inning. Started in the 5th. 7, 8, and 9 got 3 straight hits in the 5th inning to get them back to within 3-2. English answer with 2 in the bottom of the 5th to get a little bit of cushion. And it's 5-2 here in the 7th inning. Hit the third, Billy Allen. Long throw across the diamond. They get him for the first out. Nice play. Not an easy play. That's a long throw. Bobby Hubert popped to first, singled in a run, and scored a run in that big 5th inning. So he's 1 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored. Missing for a ball. In for a strike. 1-1. Down and away for a ball. Chased it, just got a piece and fouled it off. Hit up the middle. Almost a very nice play again. They throw it away. Safe at second. So another error. Marauder again made a nice play getting to it and just threw the ball wild at first base. Made it try to stretch to get it, couldn't. Top of the order, Dan Gillis. Winthrop needs one more base runner to get on base to bring the tying run to home plate. In for a strike. Gillis bounced to first, walked, and bounced into a fielder's choice. He tried to bunt the runners along, and Maynard made a great play throwing, getting a force at third base. Little dribbler to right side. Billingsley makes another play. He's helped himself very well. So Winthrop down their last out. Hubert moved over to third. Mike Upton, the hitter, has walked, bounced into a 5-4-3 double play, singled in a run. Way outside, getting out and blocking it is Rodriguez. Hit to third. Billy Allen with another nice play. English will go to 3-0. Another win for the new coach. English grabbed the lead in the first inning. Rosario walked, stole second when the ball got thrown in the outfield. He went to third when the center fielder couldn't field it cleanly. He scored to make it 1-0. They pushed it to 3-0 in the fourth. Allen reached an error, forced at second, made it 2 outs with Figueroa at first. Rodriguez got a base hit that fell between the second baseman and the right fielder to keep the inning alive. Eric Ubri came up with a big 2-out, 2 RBI double to make it 3-0. The 2 runs turned out to be the winning runs. Winthrop got it back. 7, 8, and 9 got 3 consecutive hits. RBI singles by Hubert and Upton made it 3-2. They were back in the game. English came right back in the bottom of the 5th. Rosado walked leading off the inning after an out and a stolen base. Moretta got an RBI, single, stole, went to third on a ground ball, and scored on an error to make it 5-2, and that was the final score. Billingsley goes 7, gives up 2 runs. They were both earned. 7 hits, walked 2, struck out 1, and was big on the mound. English 3 double plays, 2 of them 1-6-3, back-to-back in the second and third double plays. And they played very well defensively and kept Winthrop off the board. Winthrop had base runners as they got 7 hits and a couple of walks. And English also made an error, so they had base runners, but they couldn't come up with big hits. For English, Rosario scored that run. Moretta had an RBI single, scored a run. Billy Allen was on base twice with 2 errors, made a couple of really nice plays at third base. One was a big 5-4-3 double play. Figueroa was on base 3 times, scored a run. Rodriguez had a base hit and scored a run. Ubri had that big 2-out double that knocked in the winning runs, that turned out to be the winning runs, getting 2 RBI on the double. Figueroa drew a walk. Rafi Rosado drew a walk and scored a run, and 2 of those 3 walks were leadoff walks in the first and the 5th, and both of them came around to score. So English goes to 3-0. Winthrop will drop to 0-3 as English holds off Winthrop by a score of 5-2. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm Joe Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.